Right now, I want to look at that aspect of the people or the things, items, okay, so that were part or are still part of your life journey. What are the things that actually form part of our life's journeys? Now, this is going to be more than 2-3 minutes. I want to try to see if I can stop at 5 minutes. What are the things, what are the elements that actually make up our life journeys? Now, many times we think it's just people alone. No, it's not just people alone that are part of our life journeys. Situations of life also are the things we come in contact with. So the good, the bad, and the ugly are all part of our life journeys. At one time or the other, we all encounter, we all come in contact with all of these situations. These elements called good, bad, and ugly, they come in contact with, or we come in contact with them sometimes when we don't even at all expect them or plan for them. And people die young, people die old, people die at mid-ages. So the good thing about this life is that what are you doing with your own good, bad, and ugly experiences? They are all called experiences. Can I go back again and tell you, if you want to title it, this is what I call it. They are all called experiences. What are they? They are part of our life journeys. And what are these life journeys? The good, the bad, and the ugly. Now, you may claim that you've never had any, but it's not true. Even with the silver spoon in your mouth, you've had one good, one bad, or ugly experience at one time or the other. Even the unprepared people of life that we call destitutes, and the rest of them, when some things happen to the unprepared in the society, one thing, the prepared, so-called, they made it, so-called, they have it, so-called, it also gets to affect them, because when the unprepared becomes affected, they end up affecting you in one way or the other. So be careful what you do with the good, with the bad, and ugly times of your life. Now, when you're telling the story of your life, there are some people that are specialists in editing the stories of their lives. They tell only the good side. They edit off the bad and the ugly side of life. If we are all to open up the can of our worms, how and where we're coming from, the things that we have all gone through, you see, we will not live here today. But let me tell you this. When you claim that you don't have any past, it simply means that you have a problem. And the person that does not really have a problem on earth today is the one who is done with this earth, who has no plans to achieve anything or become anything again in life. I've had fair share of life troubles. I'm still having. Do you understand that? So we don't deny that. Faith does not deny the existence of fact either. Now watch this. There are sometimes that we get ourselves into problems, or we get into troubles that we don't even know how they come. And then we look for solutions. I always tell people that are sick or that have illnesses that, look, don't keep quiet. When you say you're sick, open your mouth. Tell people what is wrong with you. Let people know, because you may be shocked who has the answer. It's not just book alone. You need to talk out, speak out, and you'll be surprised. Somebody will just tell you, oh, is that the problem? See this small thing here, and that's all. So be careful when you are keeping to yourself unnecessarily and you are pulling away from everyone. You don't want nobody to have anything to do with you. You don't want to have nothing to do with anybody. From my own little experience of over almost 65 years on earth, I can tell you that it doesn't pay for you to just keep quiet unnecessarily. Now, before we go, I don't know the situation that was ugly that you faced, that actually, broke you down emotionally, and in between you found yourself attached to other people emotionally, and whatever happened at that point, you now feel after the whole thing is for you to now tell the story in an edited manner, or in a way to justify yourself and get validation. No. Whatever happened between you and people in the days of your loneliness, in the days of your emotional trauma, it's okay. It happened. Whatever it was, you know why it happened? There was a vacuum. And that vacuum is not meant to be there. Somebody must fill the vacuum at every point in our lives. Now, maybe during the time you're trying to fill your own vacuum, it could be marital problem that led you into that, or maybe relationship problem, or maybe loss of job, or loss of someone, whatever it could be that made you have that problems. Now, and you happen to meet someone that, helped you, gave you financial support, gave you emotional support, and, maybe spiritual assistance. Now, it's not just there for you to now begin to, or maybe later the person that gave you help began to now broadcast it. No, I always tell people that knew my past and they felt sometimes maybe they want to, play with it and herald it. I always tell them, I dash you, take them, go to the network news, pay the Nigerian Television Authority to tell them about what you knew about me, what we had together, and how we had it together. If you have no shame, go around and tell them. And if you don't have shame, beautiful, blow it off. People that have sense will ask you, when it happened, how did it happen? It takes two to tango. There's nothing to hide there about your life experiences. What matters about, in all of this you and I have gone through is that it doesn't matter who you had it with. It doesn't matter what you had with people. The important thing is that, have you learned your lessons? That's all. When I hear pastors saying, confess, tell us everything you've done in the past 10 years, I ask them, I said, don't you have a past? Is it all your past you have told us? And moreover, what will that do to you? The person has told you, he did this, it's over, and let it be over. Just like I had a preacher saying, you don't have the test for fornication. You've not tested for fornication, but you're testing for pregnancy test. How realistic is that? Is that not hypocrisy? Will they tell you everything they did? Especially in this generation that we live in, when people eat and clean mouth? Many preachers know the truth, but they just look the other way because they don't want to, spoil the day. So, and it's only the ones that, now who thief, where they catch 90 thief, it's the one that they caught that they call thief. How many people can come up boldly and say before marriage they were clean? How many percentage? Pastors know this fact. So with all our tests for pregnancy tests, our tests for HIV and all of that, and all those stuff that we do, we know we don't have the litmus test for what? For fornication. So why not just let the past be the past and let people move on in life as long as and as far as they have decided to do what is right and follow God. So if you are the type that like, playing with people's past that you knew, whatever you knew about them was in the past. And if you are the one too that, had a past with people and then you think you want to talk about it, beautiful. Go ahead with your shameless lifestyle. So this is not to cover for sin or anything, but it's just that, does it help your movement? Does it help you to move forward? The Bible says confess your fault to one another. They want you to confess it. How has it helped you? Anything that, happened in the past between you and people, you understand that? Let it be in the past. Don't use it against them. If you have opportunity today, to hurt the person that hurt you in the past, will you hurt the person? Don't forget, we all have our good, our bad, and our ugly past. And they are all called what? Experiences. Now, finally, what makes experience, rewarding or beneficial is that, have you learned lessons? That's all. The whole essence of experience is what? Have you learned your lessons? What made it happen? What caused it? The vacuum that was created, you filled it, yes. Whatever it was, and don't forget, these people that you went with, that you had these things with, they're already part of your story. They're already part of your journey in life. You can't cut them off. They were there for you. You needed them. They covered for you, especially in the good times. Especially when they helped you emotionally, they helped you financially, they helped you spiritually to recover yourself, and you try to now talk now as if you were angel just came and helped you. You'll not be a better person if you're like that. Allow God to help you. People have helped you in the past. God sent them your way. I want to stop there today. I just felt I should remind someone today that the good and the bad and the ugly experiences of life, they are all there for lessons. Do not repeat them again. If God has helped you, help others. Do have a lovely afternoon.